The National Weather Service in Chicago has issued a tornado warning for southeastern Cook County in northeastern Illinois until 7:45 p.m. At 6:57 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over North Riverside or over Maywood, moving southeast at 30 miles per hour. Hazard, tornado, hail up to 2 inches in diameter and 80 miles per hour winds. Source, radar indicated rotation. Impact, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This dangerous storm will be near Lyons around 7 p.m. Justice, Summit, Bridgeview, Hickory Hills, and Hodgkins around 7:05 p.m. Burbank, Palos Hills, Northerly Island, Brighton Park, Chicago Ridge, and Worth around 7:10 p.m. Oak Lawn, Chicago Lawn, Bridgeport, Ashburn, and New City around 7:15 p.m. Other locations in the path of this tornadic thunderstorm include Englewood, Auburn Gresham, Hyde Park, Evergreen Park, Crestwood, Marionette Park, Roseland, South Shore, Blue Island, Chatham, Posen, Dixmoor, Harvey, South Holland, South Deering, Riverdale, Phoenix, Hammond, Calumet City, Dalton, and Thornton. This includes SeatGeek Stadium, University of Chicago, Windy City Thunderbolts Baseball, Soldier Field, South Suburban College, Guaranteed Rate Field, Illinois Institute of Technology, Museum of Science and Industry, Museum Campus, and Northerly Island. Including the following interstates: Interstate 55 between mile markers 280 and 283, in between mile markers 293 and 294. Interstate 57 between mile markers 3.
Looking at a superstar that has 100% cash-in record.
The radar the airport uses to track planes, but it also helps us with weather data too. And because this storm is getting so close to O'Hare, we're getting some really low-level data coming in from that O'Hare radar, and it's suggesting that right here over Roselle near Wooddale and Itasca right now, that's the spot where we've got that possibility of a tornado developing. In fact, that's a little bit ahead of it right back here in this general spot right here. There's actually 2 little locations right near Itasca and then back towards Roselle and then back over towards Wooddale as well. There's a couple of spots here that are still indicating the possibility of a tornado. And when the terminal radar picks this up, obviously we're kind of alert to this and what we're seeing, but that kind of heightens the severity of this warning here at this point. We're also seeing that at O'Hare right now, I'm just looking at some of the information coming in, we're getting winds gusting over 45 miles per hour. And right now it's not raining at O'Hare. It's just a little bit farther to the south and west of O'Hare, or very close to O'Hare, it's starting to rain. But nonetheless, there's a very high amount of wind coming into this storm right now. We got another live picture. I bring you this is Storm Tracker Live on the Edens, driving through some of that driving and pounding rain that's coming down within the storm. And again, this is pretty far away from the rotation center up along the Edens, but that rain is very intense from really over here towards, say, Schaumburg, all the way to the lake. It's just intense rainfall with tremendous amount of lightnings. And there's the latest scan on the radar, and that little notch right there, boy, that does not look good at all because it still has that rotation center pointed out here. And we were talking about how this was going through cycles. It looks like it's ramping back up again. So when we go to the velocity data, yep, right over Wooddale, that's where we've got these greens and reds right next to each other. So if you're in the Wooddale area, Itasca, Addison, that's the spot now where this rotation center is moving over. So the terminal radar from O'Hare picked it up when it was over Roselle. Now it's over Itasca, over towards Wooddale, and now stretching off towards the east, pretty close to Elk Grove Village as well. That's the spot here where we're really, really watching this rotation. I'm going to go to another velocity mode here. And we were talking about the winds within the storm. Check this out. So here's a look at the wind speed.
Elmwood Park, Oak Park, right along 290. This is heading to the east, so it's basically right in between, crossing over 294 between 290 and I-90. So Norridge down towards Elmwood Park, we're still finding this inflow, this little notch here, which means we're still finding rotation within this storm, and this has been holding itself together. Boy, it's been a strong thunderstorm for at least the past hour to 2 hours. And we're also getting reports of a lot of trees down and limbs snapped and some wind damage in parts of the area as well. And that is not surprising because we just had a report of an 84-mile-per-hour wind gust picked up at O'Hare. So that's the rotation is just south of O'Hare, and Larry was just showing you that. But again, it's this area where we could potentially see that rotation tighten, and it could quickly drop down a tornado at any point in time. We can't rule out that.
Yeah, that's the old Hancock building.
This is a downtown video right now looking north. We are seeing the live camera picking up on those clouds, the ominous skies, a lot of lightning, extremely heavy rain coming down, a slow go there on Lakeshore Drive, isolated flooding possible out of this storm, extremely heavy rain, but there you can see just the ominous view and the lightning that's continuing to happen within this thunderstorm as it slowly works its way off to the east. Just getting word in from the National Weather Service, tornado may be developing. Again, this is the area that we were just talking about, just south of Melrose Park. So we got you on the map right now, directly over Maywood, heading to the southeast toward Broadview and north Riverside. If I'm saying your city, if you're hearing your city, if you're in the warning zone, I want you to get to your safe place. So right around Melrose Park and Maywood, this is exactly where we're finding that rotation. We've been talking about this hook, this notch that's been evident on this storm now for at least the past 30 to 45 minutes to an hour. So Maywood, Washington Boulevard, South 9th Street, South 5th Avenue, right on Madison, Forest Park. You are in the path of this storm. You need to get to your safe place. Washington Boulevard is here. There's River Forest and then Oak Park just off to the east. Let's slowly move our way a little bit farther to the east so you know Cheryl, the path of this.
This is coming right over the Eisenhower right now.
Right now, right on 290, yes.
Between about 171, the avenues, First Avenue, Des Plaines Avenue, even out towards Mannheim. If you're between Mannheim and Harlem, if you're in that zone from the Eisenhower, you need to be in your safe room right now and let this possible tornado pass overhead. It's really quite intense when you look at the velocity data. There it is over Melrose Park and Maywood right now. That's that circulation that's drifting southward. The rotation center, and just talking with the National Weather Service, it's developing just south of Melrose Park, directly over Maywood, heading south-southeast towards Broadview and North Riverside. So if you're in this zone right here, and there's the Eisenhower, here's 43, there's 171. So this little spot right here is where that rotation is located, and it's drifting pretty quickly to the south. We got a picture again right now looking over the city and the dark clouds coming in. This is the IIT camera along the Dan Ryan looking to the north. You see the dark skies closing in on downtown, but again, the circulation center where the tornado is possibly located is out here towards the west of downtown, riding right along the Eisenhower is the leading edge of that storm. I'm going to switch over to a different radar mode here, and there you can see it right there. There's the hook. It's a better presentation on this particular radar. The new updated tornado warning is flashing on the screen. There's that spot, and it is diving southeastward here. So it's going to come across the Eisenhower in the next few moments around Maywood and then stretching southward to right over Forest Park. So if you're in that zone here, right along the Eisenhower over from Oak. Oh, there's the updated scan. This is what we wanted to see. So right along 43 right now, stretching over towards Roosevelt Road, up towards, say, Lake Street and Oak Park, right over Forest Park right now. That's that rotation center just crossing the Eisenhower as we speak. So we're getting updates right now. Continue to update the potential of a tornado moving across Forest Park, and it's moving southeast at 30 miles per hour. So as we track this to the south and east, we'll get a little track on this, and it'll be getting closer towards Cicero, maybe moving over Midway, stretching down over towards just to the east of the Brookfield area. That's the spot here. So this is the near west and southwest suburbs where this rotation will be tracking over in the next few minutes. I'm going to track the circulation center and tell you that it'll be reaching Cicero at about 7 o'clock, Stickney at 7:01, Midway at about 7:06, and there you can see Berwyn here in the next couple of minutes as well. That's the circulation center where we're tracking the possible tornado. Got a report from Midway. They're tracking this as well. Rotating wall cloud. They can see it about 7 miles to the northwest of Midway, and so a lot of people are spotting this, and so far so good, and no reports of any touchdowns from this storm. But when we look at it on the radar presentation, there's certainly the high probability of very high winds like we've seen so far, and that possibility of maybe a tornado touchdown. And this storm...
Tornado sirens. Yeah, it's the first time my area was in the last time my area were under tornado warnings was back on June 20th of last year. If you remember that, if you guys saw that thunderstorm video I did where we had tornado warnings, that was the night where the tornadoes hit Woodridge and Naperville, Illinois. Now, right before the sirens went off, before I came outside to record them, I saw on the news the storms doesn't seem to be close to my area. I mean, it was still under a warning or whatever, but the storms, the clouds looked like they were like more like going east, and we're like, who knows? Maybe that'll change, but I'll keep you guys updated if there's anything else.